Look at this guy. This right here, this is Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, everyone. Go. This is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV. And, by the way, guys, I have a guest caster with me today, and my God, what is up with these hats? Are you looking at these hats? Look at the Christmas tree hats. Anyway, the guest caster today is CHEERISS from one of the teams that is in this game, SYOPS. And CHEERISS, I wanted to bring you on here to talk about the game more than just to do the play-by-play. I really want to talk about what the thinking is that goes into CP Standin, because it's a really wacky map. So
it is a weird map.
Yeah, it is. So I want to talk about that. I'm going to keep it on your cam for a little bit, although you're kind of nowhere near the action right now because you had to drop back. Actually, I'm going to go watch it. Mike, where is he right now? Where is that guy? Okay, so it looks like you guys have gone for maybe a split on A and C. I don't even know. What happened? You guys lost the fight on mid?
Normally, if you have like better DM, you're wanting to go like B instead of the split, and if it keeps working, you still keep doing it. But so it didn't really work out for us too well.
Okay, so you thought you had the better DM, you ran in towards B, you had to back off, and then nobody's capped anything.
We regrouped and came back in.
Okay, all right. So we have AWG actually capping B right now. You guys are on A. Looks like with a scout, 2 scouts, a demo, pretty much everybody actually. So I guess this is the kind of thing where you're just going to push forward with all your heavy classes now and see if you can get a kill on B.
Yes. So AWG came back in to B, and we're like, we just have to go back in and see if we can get those kills. Are you seeing we just Ubered? I'm making sure I'm on the right tick.
Yeah, your Uber's already over now, so you are stacking up on B with ×7, ×2 now, ×2, so it's just a soldier.
And Think's getting chased down, and I'm too.
So Flyweight just got on point C. So SYOPS, actually, you guys looking good right now. It's going to be a little bit of a capture race, though, as AWG is trying to get on A. And this is that situation where what do you do here? Now they've got a soldier trying to stop the cap on B. If they get A, you're pretty much toast, right?
Yeah, if they're getting A and they have C right now.
Oh, but they don't have B.
So we should be stopping. Oh yeah, they're about to get B.
Oh no, you guys are about to get B. That was you guys, right?
Yeah, that was good.
All right.
And then, so right now we're trying to stop C, and they're capping B right now. So you just have to keep track of all the points. Like if they have 2 points, then you need to defend the last point.
Okay, and right now AWG just took a hit there from Mike. Nice little sneaky work by him to take out the demo, but AWG just won that by capping B, and it looks like you guys had not quite gotten A yet. Oops.
Yeah, we should have gone back to B.
Okay, so lots of different stuff happening on this map, and looks like this time around you guys did go for the attack on B once again, and your soldiers are being really aggressive here. It looks like everybody from AWG has decided to back off this time and give you point B. So what, I guess, oh, you did lose your medic though, and actually losing a lot of players. What benefit do you get from taking B first?
You really don't get a benefit other than if they're all there, then you can try to outfrag them.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to play a safer route, you're going to go to A or C and have more cover.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do see more cover, although less high ground, I guess, on A and C for you to take advantage of.
Like, usually you want to split your scouts up if you're not going to B.
Okay. And it looks like C's been captured first by AWG. There's no other cap going on just yet. A lot of frags going down, though, so Orpha just ate a pill from Gobbiner. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's actually Black Dynamite.
Oh, okay, Black Dynamite, gotcha. So, oops, Medic gets taken down once again. This has got to be a tough map to play Medic on, too, because there's so many flanking routes.
Yeah, it gets better. I actually don't die a lot on this, and I actually enjoy playing this map, too.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Alright.
Just, you have to be in sync with your combo. We're a little off.
Yeah, right now it looks like the AWG combo is actually Medic Demo, and they are working on capping point B right now. You guys are trying to go for both A and C at the same time. These have all been capped so far, right? Or maybe C hasn't. No, that one has.
No, I guess C has.
Huh. Maybe A hasn't, because if it had, then that would have been the round to AWG, but it looks like you guys did get the cap on A there. And now Mike is going to go start... Well, I thought he was going to go stand on B, and then he decided to go for a scout instead. Well, whatever. So you guys do hold A, and from there you can just start pushing towards B. You have to worry about the back cap a little bit, but D-Flame just eats a rocket, so not going to worry too much. Uber advantage, how much does that matter on this map? Because right now AWG have it.
Normally you just have your roamer just jumping crazy at the medic when he sees opportunities, or she. But yeah, it does really matter. So if your medic can stay alive, you can, like, you want to have your combo contesting the points that are being capped. So constantly moving that combo up and having your scouts finish capping the points.
Okay, that makes some sense to me then. So your combo is kind of like the big juggernaut that roams around and says, no, this is ours, we're going to contest this. And then the scouts are really there for the capture and there for the back cap and the annoyance and the mobility factor.
Exactly, and the cleanup after the Uber.
Yeah, I gotcha. Which it looks like the Ubers are just now finishing for both teams here, so we are probably going to see some cleanup action soon. There goes Trisk and actually Black Dynamite as well, so that's 2 players down there. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was kills. I'm like reading these wrong because it's been so long since I've like officially casted. So good kills on AWG, my bad. And that's going to give you guys A and B right now. Nobody's actually able to capture C yet because, like you said, you've got your combo there contesting it. So looks like that's exactly what we're seeing. You guys should be able to win this round if you can get B, because A... Well, no, I was going to say A got capped, and then it didn't.
Yeah. Looks like their combo decided to contest that.
Yep, makes sense. Makes sense. So your scouts had to run away or get wiped out. And Mike actually did get wiped out there, so now it's looking a little bit dicier as Point C is still well in the control of Animals with Guns, who are now actually attempting to cap B as well. And there you go, taking out the medic, which is exactly what that roamer's doing his crazy bombing all the time. And wow, good contest on B here from AWG as well. So they've look at all the kills this one guy is getting. Although B's really close to captured, so actually he kind of has to, because at this point now, if you guys actually cap B, you win. So that's what's happening here, is that there's a good contest on B with some heavy classes just standing on it until they can get their scout capping point C, which looks like it worked for them. Blueberry now downstairs trying to take out this demo man, but he was too overextended there, I would think.
Oh yeah, he's trying to fight like 3 people.
Well, it worked for AWG for a little bit there on point B, so you know, anything can happen. Mike is now going for the back cap on point C, which is one of your very common things. You're going to have a scout sitting back there until somebody decides to contest. Point B getting captured by your combo, but you got to watch out for this soldier who apparently just died to Black Dynamite without you even seeing him. And now it's just, well, it's going to be you guys back in control of point B again, with your opponents having both A and C, which is no fun.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
So at that point, you just kind of, if you're at B, is there like a preferred way to go? Like if you only hold 1 point and it's B, do you always want to go towards A, or does it matter?
Well, if your combo is at B and you have, it depends on how many points you have and where their combo's at. So if you have 2 points and B, like say B and A, you know their combo's at C, and so you wait for them to either come to you or push into them. Usually you have to push into them. But if you have 1 point, then it depends where they are, and you wait till they come to you, and you try to get the picks and push wherever.
Alright, so at this point, you guys need to work on capping both B and C, and you're losing A right now to the Animals with Guns. Do you decide to contest this? Looks like you do with 1 scout, and now 2. And there you go, both scouts taken down. Nice work by the SYOPS scouts there, Flyweight and Mike, aka Microphone. Orpha here is really low on health and is, wow, I'm surprised he's not dead yet, but manages to get back into spawn from there. Meanwhile, though, C is going to get capped here. Nothing that really can be done about it unless somebody decides to just bomb in and hold on for a little bit, but that's not even going to matter because AWG hasn't capped A yet. This little choke point here between B and C, by the way, that's got to be a tough place to push through.
Yeah, we call this the lobby area.
Alright.
It's got a lot of little choke points.
Yeah, that's that's like a map maker just being a jerk, in my opinion. But that's looks like it's worked out for you, as you now have a big Uber advantage. You have to kind of watch out, I guess, for the scouts and roamer bombing in, but you only have 1 point left to go take. So as long as you can keep the scouts from backcapping too quickly, you should be able to go take it, right?
Definitely, their combos should be pushing into us soon.
Okay, so you are standing here with -5 on the point, and yeah, they pretty much have to stop you. But here's the thing, their combo is going to take a lot of damage walking through that choke from their own spawn, just because you guys did some good spam there. So you may actually get this round here. You had to pop the Uber. It's going to be close, but I think you got it. Nice. So it's 1-1 here for AWG versus SYOPS TF2. And SYOPS, by the way, is that another sponsor?
Yes, that's our sponsor.
Cool. Good to see sponsorships happening at all in Team Fortress 2. I like to see that, and we should pimp them out a little bit, as we are putting them on some prime time viewing right now for Team Fortress 2. Looks like you guys have decided to go for the AC split, with Animals with Guns going for B this time. And I think you'll have it. So both A and B going to be in, or I'm sorry, A and C going to be in your control, unless the combo here for AWG does something crazy on A, which it looks like they're doing. A nice jumps in there by the demo and soldier. And your scouts actually stayed in that fight probably a little bit too long, I would say. Should they have just like tried to retreat and gotten out of there, or was it a good idea to try and delay the action on A?
We try to tell them to just back out. It just depends. If the combo's there, then get out as soon as you can. And if it's just like a soldier or a scout, you know, use your judgment to contest.
Okay, interesting. Aristotle now walking through there with the Uber on him. He's chasing down the demo man. That's going to be Black Dynamite getting taken out. But now Aristotle's caught in a bad position. And PsyOps working on the cap here on B. With you popping the Uber right there, flashing it to both of your soldiers, I think. So that's going to keep them alive. Meanwhile, you've got Flyweight here capping A now. Point C you already control, so there's a scout working on that. But if you guys can stop the cap on C, that should be good, right? Is that what you're going to go do now, or do you want to wait?
Yes, we're going to contest it right away. Because we have almost all the points. We just need cap B, and we have the point, or the game.
Yeah, it was a good stop on C, but here's the thing. When you've got this much capture time on point C like that, I guess it'll still work to go back and try to stack up on B, especially because AWG is now standing in here trying to stop B instead of going for C, but it's got to be scary to have that much cap time on C, right? And there's the Uber now from AWG. Yeah, well, oh, there you go. Now a counter pop here from CHEERISS, aka the person who's on the other side of this microphone. But that looks like it was ill-fated there, as you guys did not manage to capture B, and ended up losing the medic. So that was, I wonder if that was maybe a failure of communication, or if people just...
That was failed communication.
Okay. It'd be good to know what kind of stuff you guys tend to communicate on this map. Is it a lot different than playing, say, a 5CP?
Yeah, it's mostly just keeping track of points, but because you're constantly having to move around, so knowing names of everything is important. Like, have your team talk about the names.
Okay.
And know where people are, so you can contest.
Which it looks like there's still a lot of action going on B. Animals with Guns still hold point C, and they are now trying to back cap on point A, which at this point, you know, you can either go for C, which looks like actually you're doing that with your scouts, and then I guess you can go contest A. So I was going to say you could go for C or A with your combo, but it looks like you decided to go towards A, which is probably the wise choice, huh?
Yeah, this should be a pretty easy cap.
Yeah, did manage to stop those scouts there. Zen and now D-Flame are both down. There's a soldier in here who could deal a lot of damage, but at this point it doesn't even matter because they're not trying to contest C right now. Well, actually they are. Aristotle comes in, and actually it's the combo. So once again, this is that same kind of thing you were telling us about, where it's the combo contesting all the captures by the scouts. Scouts should probably get out of there. And you guys still hold A and B now, so it's just C left in the hands of AWG. D-Flame coming in on top of a soldier now, and could do some nice damage to him. Actually, does take out Trisk. So now they are probably going to finish off A, unless you guys can get there very quickly. But I'm willing to bet that's not what's happening. No, you guys are stacking up now on point C to try and cap that as quickly as possible. And that'll keep you in the game, because now they're actually starting to cap B as well with a soldier here. Scouts getting on. They probably won't get that cap, though, as these points all take a long time to capture.
Yeah, they take about 20 seconds.
Which is a very long time in Team Fortress 2 terms. I mean, you know, you get StarCraft where it takes like 20 seconds to build one unit, and then in Team Fortress 2, you get like 6 of them all spawning in the same 20-second wave. Whatever. I like StarCraft, but Team Fortress 2 is much more action-packed in my opinion. And Standin especially, the action is weird, but it's just all over the place, and so it's a little bit tougher to cast, but it seems like a lot of players are starting to really like the map.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What would you say makes it fun over something like 5CP?
Just you're always having to think about where the other team is and always keep going, because if you don't, and then you're just going to lose all your points, and you're going to be stuck at one point. So you always have to be contesting.
Yeah,
and the high ground's good.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see that every time there's a fight over B, you see people, the demos, soldiers, all of them going for the top of that roof. And there's a lot of geography on this that it seems like both, well, all the points pretty much can get spammed from high ground very easily. So when you're capping them, you're really exposed.
Yeah, you have to be looking everywhere.
Which right now is not what Think is doing here. Thinky Claws, that is, but looks like it's going to be okay. Actually, yep, Soldier bombing in and takes him out there. Was that an Uber drop, by the way? It might just have been.
Yeah, that was his Uber drop.
Ouch. Well, that's not going to work very well, because now you guys have the Uber. You were pushing in towards B with it to try and stop your opponents from getting the capture there. It looks like you should get the capture instead. And AWG, who... Didn't they push towards B first? Now they're going to end up with point C instead. And Trisk going towards A here, which... Is he your roamer, by the way?
Trisk, yes.
Okay, so he's going to do the role of the scout here and start capping A, which, since he's got that pain train, it's actually tough to tell. How many players on your team use the pain train for this map?
Actually, everyone uses pain train.
Okay. That makes sense for a map like Standin, where having just one person with ×1 on the point seems like it is almost useless. And you guys right now are getting pressured back into your spawn. That's a tough spawn to run out of when you're going for contesting point B, isn't it? You've got the 2 spawn doors, but you can kind of sticky trap both of them from one position very easily. So anyway, SYOPS standing here now on point A. You're going to get that capture, but point B is going to go towards AWG. Unless the combo walks up through here, through this room. So I think I'm starting to get a little bit more of a feel for how to cast this. It's the captures, the contests. Think I got this now.
Yeah. You just have to watch where they're contesting, who has more points.
Yeah, it's still a little bit weirder than your 5CP, where you kind of know where the action's going to be. Blueberry just does take out Zen there, and actually Think is looking really hurt as well. Wait, is Blueberry... He is, in fact, wearing that Santa beard as well. That is a very, very cute beard, by the way. I like it. Almost as good as mine. Almost.
He's like ZZ Top.
Oh, man. Been a while since I thought about that band. But a good one nonetheless. AWG are now getting Ubered into. Long is probably going to, eat a shotgun and go down. And so that's going to mean AWG loses probably point B. I'm surprised you guys haven't captured point A yet. It's been a while here.
Yeah, we noticed that AWG liked contesting A a lot.
Do they contest with their scouts then, or do they always go in with
their
combo?
combo?
Their combo. Okay. All right. I wonder why that is. I mean, it seems to be working pretty well for them, but now they're going to start losing point C. And where is their medic at the moment? Oh, he's actually going for A. So once again, their combo going to capture point A, and at this rate... Oh no, I'm sorry, they were coming from A. That makes more sense. They're going to go try and stop point C. They don't have an Uber, though, and trying to push through this choke point could be really, really bad for them. So there you go, you guys do get the capture on point C. Nobody holds A right now, so AWG has managed to get their scouts on there, and they should get that cap. Let's see here. SYOPS, you guys are now in control of B. Stopping this demo man is Blueberry Villain. And... I've not gotten any kills yet. Really, he's just trying to stay on top of you and keep you healed. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Chris Krieg, have you tried using it?
The what? The Kritzkrieg?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. I like Uber better, because you can keep people alive, and more people, more cap time.
The control
So
point is being
I
captured.
really don't like Kritzkrieg on this map, honestly.
Okay. And it seems like most teams don't. I haven't seen it used very often at all. Just because I guess it's tough to spot out your enemies at the right time. There goes a nice Uber, by the way, just to keep you guys in control of point A. And lots of kills here. That is going to be another round and bring us to the half. Okay, we're back with that second half. And AWG is hurting right now 3-1 in favor of SYOPS. So you guys look like you're doing the same things on both teams. It's just that it seems like you guys are getting better kills most of the time. And you're going for C right now, right?
Right.
But I mean, the general idea that you have the combo running back and forth to try and contest caps, while you have your scouts doing most of the capture work, seems to be... Is that just standard? Is that how all the teams are playing it?
That's pretty much how all teams play it.
Okay. See, I'm learning today because I have not scrimmed or anything on this map at all. I've done some lobbies, but this is good to know because now when I go into TF2 lobby, even if I'm playing Highlander or whatever, I can kind of be like, okay, well, we should send our really fast classes over here, and then we should have the medic and the heavy go over to stop them capping and blah blah blah. And now you guys have B and C already, which is pretty darn good. It looks like they are going to go for that cap with a scout on C while their combo comes in towards point B here, and so the Ubers are going both at the same time. And it's anybody's guess as to what happens after this is over. Looks like it fades just a little bit slower for your team, so they have to drop back and away from you. Demo Man caught down beneath, but he's going to be okay. It's going to be Long, who will take a jump back towards spawn. Meanwhile, SYOPS, though, you guys are in control of 2 points, working on capturing A here, but the question is, can you actually get it? And it looks like you will, because, wow, big collapse here on the point with a scout in behind. Nice kills here for the SYOPS team. So, looks like you guys decided just to not even bother contesting and capping on C, and that was one where you thought you could win a cap race.
Yeah, a lot of teams like the split and then contest.
But I mean, in that case, you didn't have to because you knew you could just stack up and win, right?
Right, we just got a lot of kills.
Yeah, well, it works. It absolutely works. So when you've got a big player advantage like that, you get a lot of kills. You just say, okay, let's stack up a point and get it, pretty much.
Yeah, you just keep track of the points and get the kills, then keep going to the points you need to get to.
It's got to be so much fun. Most of this time on this map must be spent traveling between points, huh?
As the combo, yeah. Or even as a scout.
And it looks like you guys are doing just that. The combo is now traveling towards B, contesting that while your scouts are on C, and nobody's capped A or B yet right now, so it's... AWG is just not anywhere they need to be. Looks like you guys have very close to an Uber, but the Uber is ready already for AWG, so they got a kill on Blueberry Villain right away as your pocket soldier there. And where are they going, though? They're actually dropping back into spawn after that Uber is over, just because... I guess your Uber was a little bit later. Makes sense. They didn't want to go up against an invincible soldier without one of their own. But now A is in control of AWG, and you guys are going to have B. So once you've stacked this up and once you've capped it, you pretty much just have to go for A. And is this a case where I guess once you've capped B, you can decide whether you want to do a cap race, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Well, now that you've capped B, they've got players on C. So are you going to send, say, somebody to try and stop C, or are you just going to go... I guess it looks like Trisk is going to go try to stop C, huh?
We definitely have to stop C.
Okay. Meanwhile, you do have your scouts, I guess, on A. And you did stop C very effectively there, actually. That was Black Dynamite getting a kill on D-Flame. And then Trisk finishes off Zen, so that's a 2-kill advantage. What is happening over at A, meanwhile? It looks like there must be some sort of... yeah, there was some fighting going on over here. Your scouts got away from the combo. But they didn't manage to cap just yet. But now AWG's in that bad spot where they kind of have to send their scouts poking on towards different points. And it could be very, very easy for you guys to just storm in towards A, which is what you're doing because you know they're split up. Oh, wow, that's actually going to be the game, isn't it?
It should be a GG.
And kabam, it absolutely is. So SYOPS, you guys won that one 5-1. And what is your record right now this season?
We're 10-2.
10-2. So pretty much towards the top of Open.
Yeah, we're fighting for top or second place right now.
Very, very cool. So I hope to see you guys do well, not just in the rest of the season, but in the playoffs, which are coming up shortly, aren't they?
Yes, they will be up in the next 2 weeks.
All right, next 2 weeks, guys, playoffs. You heard it here first on SalTV. So stay tuned for that. Watch us on XTV on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/fatmop. Make sure you subscribe there for all this TF2 action. Thank you for joining me, CHEERISS. And we are signing out.